Sabre de engineer Kwabena Agyapong ewa ha ma memana kwaba na yamfa nkontwetwe no enhye so obani mo wachi
me josuminia
na mpacho boko de
yankopon adom
ye de nyame ase pa ene be din komo e de afa ono ane ho na ambitions na yahwe the new patriotic party na yahwe what he brings on board odebeboa Ghana for right enti me yansha sese na yenhwe enim se wafa forms a submit se opese utu franka at the the new patriotic party. Mamusa said, what informed that decision?
Oh, it has always been said. Me, that I've always had the drive to on my Ghana and to transform the country.
Yeah.
And the net start here. So Bekaya, me I brand here in 2007. Now many the friend of out of the 17 aspirants. 2023 was the second time me try.
Yeah.
And I think this perhaps is my best opportunity.
Okay.
To be able to say me back na the messia over time. Me fan say me tie. Me betum penifo or mem. The likes of BJ Darocha, Araram Ponsa, Dubois Hene, Missane, Oman J. Kofo, Ye Juma. You're the press secretary in Fiancia, party no year chichino, Nami ho. Intimi who acquire ni pampany for no fast so bray, Nensu to watche a Jumading in your doa newo or Montemoa, and Sana Kebma in Kebi, a memo evating Timogana.
Okay.
Near Bema, and a Tiasik as Kessben. Yeah, if it is an banasa. So time now. Private media stations in Ghana. It took a big fight and sana yensa I can't win him. Nti NPP could be a mefane say. And yes, Ghana photo ye JJ Mokra. The democracy that we are practicing today, because ye penning for yem tata ni rantian, ye the home bar for us ye bay when the pressure to a bine so. Na yakoke mammy kebi a memo. Because you were 1981, yeah, was democracy. Only man a president. And the Rollins, near soldier for B2. Can't Ghana for share for 5 years near the curfew. It destroyed nightlife or Kumasia. Kumasia say maybe away. It was the hotbed of entertainment. Na cameo ha me can discotheques in those days candlelight the Sphinx Golden Key ni nyina na wa podium num ne ade but all were destroyed because it's 6 o'clock da it will be 7 near the 8 enipa fa ho wu ye wo Ghana wo mu dwane kwa brutwe dwane ko mpanimfo nyuma were destroyed apia min kama adwuma BA Mensa Safu Edu Yafe, Apentimensa, J. Addison, Chese, Apino num, Inti Enyama Kosu or Ghana, Nenso so resistance kakra, Yen Yafem, Usha, a UP traditional authority as a Debbie, Yen to me, Masuja form a chance when Chesa, a depressure too, so Yamin Chadie, and Cold War, no, so it was around that time. No, so a brassing, the fall of the Berlin wanted pressure bar system, no, and Sana then PNDC set it up. Say Justice Annan, known as head of National Commission for Democracy, and Koran on Tete Ghana for no. Could we say no one who said Ghana for Pekebma in Kebiam? Enti metimi admin se esimebo wa ho brasim makase eye NPP for na UP for mapa ene fight here ansa na democracy eba Fourth Republic eba so right. Enti mesre metie de na onua bi o kan already so say depending bi o am say omususa omunim kwan Ghana fa so ebedru baby edru it was a struggle. And sana ye repeal even President Kufo Bansan ye repeal criminal libel law. So that time Kwaku Bako, Tommy Thompson, Benkwaku, Haruna Ata, Kwesi Pratt, yet only a dom to or Ghana just for expressing their opinion. NDC no so a PNDC in the war no. Inti sa violent background that na obika about say Azoka boys ni sa ne man. Omo de sa ne tete omo. Omo de sa violence no. Soldier buying back Ghana ha. Kumasi especially bia wo de usa. Woni wo sofo bia ye from D4 asare.
D4 asare ya.
Ye two no wo kejeti ase. For 3 days Kumasi na na opija onsase. Na soldier for gina so. And sorry bad 30 wo mo shini nyina go form. Me your opportunity say me kai Ghana for. Say the journey that Ghana has traveled to get where we are no. And yes simple journey.
Yeah.
Nipa bi hwere yen kwa. Ebi mo adwane wo mo nwuma seye. In 1983 wo mo kwaye ho ehu say intimi mu man no. Wo mo ko IMF ya bi o. Ena e de prescriptions din ma wo mo ye beton state enterprises. Kumasi say na it was a bubbly city for a lot of enterprises. In fact, near football league cry, industrial league. Because na companies need doors. Almost running 24 hours. Shifts ni adi. Mo begu we nyina enne mo baya mo se mo baya 24 hours. I so obi akogina ensuo netifi no ahono no be gina na afo obusa se na eden na ensuo ani eye fi. Enti ya na metese binumo kasa won mun hwe enkasa yi.
All right.
Nipa hwe yenkwa over 550 people died in this country in the first 3 years of the revolution of 1981. Until we should respect their memory. Na ye kasa me enkasa na tra
just like that.
Na ye hu se ye kabima me nkabi.
Right.
Amemu na abato ekra ye tu yi. 2020 NPP Akufo-Addo onya 6.7 million. John Mahama nya 6.2. Come 2004 200,000 pen be candidate.
Yeah.
Ye de no. Nka under normal circumstances de ebufuo ni party ni mu nsensem ni niema bia na akoso a na ye nya yeso 200,000 na 300 be kan ka ye 7 million. Na etiba 4.6. The woman me fan say kan ya kuma kakra ne say at least woman free echi say omo koka NDC for the
omo tetenae
nti asudie kese da ye so as MPP say ye be pekwampa ye di kotosre abre ye members a say bi omo di yawo omo fu say ya kan omo ahye na omo nyina besan beta ye chibio because ye nya sa ye members na me de minim say party ni mojo na enkabom na nuado ne kasapa ene ani dia na ewo ho 1991 92 ane atiku no ntie mama ekuo no ye kra behwe ho ye hwam no se no san babaka me nam ka kiro se NDC for ye do so sen wo.
All right.
Na enunti na me candidate no ehia.
All right.
Enunti na me bem. Because me dem ye obi a se e beka no kra ha obi anim se MPP na hyase no pokra ne ye pe enipa na oni akogudura ontimi nka se wo MPP o enne ye se nkwan adwo a obi atimi de nsa wuram eyimu namwe nanso ehye ne sija so usuma se nkopo obi nkoka hwekra edin so obenya bi ti yemu bi ne emrante 30-year-old young engineer my we school so me de me ho bo afore ne ye pe nipa kra gina television so akasama Professor Dubois ni enya bi na edin enso me ka se da bi even at the risk of my professional development because na me adwuma wa banjuma Ghana Highway Authority Missy Maye those days na Kessben TV ni ho it was only Ghana Broadcasting Corporation so Okotena TV no so Ghana fo nyina ehwe including soldier near hotel so at that time we had not even transitioned into a civilian role so enti me dear I represent a bridge my say mini bridge me wo ho ana mpanimfo no wo ho a me beto wo mesua bibi wo mnase ene neso manyina wo mu ni ho no metima akire nchirima no some of the principles the values and the virtues eno na ye the foundation of that UP tradition we.
All right.
Ene obaka se sa nuado kasapa enkabom obaka se ene ayira every 1992 na ya tena abonten since 1972. That was 20 solid years.
Yeah.
So them sure. And so party, yeah, Mranti, a friend young executive forum, Kandapa, Akwesio Seji, former foreign minister, Alan Chematin, Peter McMenu, Musiso Sebunsu, Esio Benin, Dr. Heyman, your friend is saying, Courage Kwasiga, Gladys Asma, Kwabena Battles. Yes, yeah, me Kwabena Agyapong na misapa. I mean, 30 years ago. Kojo ban redu, ono ni ye secretary. Yes, yeah, busumi bia, ubia to the bottom kakra. No, they are to chance him. They are comma, then general secretary, Jenny Boatin, so on from one party. Sasun sumna never house will be a bezo ye be the boa. The Obenya, a dear boa who could and now dream, the Obenya a free. And the assassin. And not true. That is what my candidature represents.
Okay.
Going back to our roots. Until we share me fly and I'm going back to our roots.
That's what it means.
That is what it means. You better go back to those values, those principles, those virtues. My friend on the triple X doctrine. Says a service. Say, ubepese ubesum. Ubi akrenyi waye. Say, sacrifice. Udu humbeti me boa for it. Say the me me boa for it time in 1992. Any selflessness. Say wonye pesimin kumenya. Say ade hye wonum kura obeti be yama de oni bi ni do hia. Sa ne ma me ensen ene ye fapem. Eno na ma party company 40 sa attack regiment nom. Amobedi akonom. Jemfi Bikai nom. Stephen Kreku. J Addison. AK Deku. Amesime kunum nipa ebreo ewo Ghana ha atokwahye nom so omu breo ko Moro Salifu Alaji Shakuwa Bin Sali wo mutu ye hugu ye ton ye hu ne ma na di aboa party papa ba ko wu nansen friend Tommy Mametepo oto damiensa wo ho minim President Kufuor Tom busu adan ewo South Odoko baby ye de boa party no enti ene metika ne bi wo ha ya na mareho masefim enti me dem fuse masade ne say not only am I going to the party telling them say ntoba emame na me pese me di wo manim ne nyina together ye sade party no say si ho kwampaso city anete.
All right, we say is that the only way I'll be to me because you serve as a general secretary, you did it so well.
Yeah,
say one year president, can't you help the party in any way?
Minkasa the you kunu the ne say emre ne so say prepare for abattoir addition no ye de ho bekire tie ne meda wasese ne won me kwanya because you say won mo eto aba no minim say dodo no atie delegates no platform ko ba bi bebre so na me pese this message ma on say ekuo NPP no osno kukuruku no eno na eso bia ye loyal to na yeso not individuals.
Okay.
And the individualism about party no into because me dem support to osmesi and na obintin na ye tuma na ye ho anyway am fama we de na obi enko na ye say ye ho eno na dia bedru ne.
Okay.
Eno na dia bedru ne nka be den na nka ye numbers 2.something million yes ye nto aba nyese bia o man ka ho ye ko campaign ni nyina na wo te sansem but na me feel say ye campaign ni pija ebeka o makoma na nka wa beto enso say na mo pimi akoma pa because niema na akoso na ya ye nyina nim the economy the 10 buy covid aba any debt exchange ni niema bebre ya ma mpanimfo bi omsika omhwere nti ha nipa nti ma ya nkrofo ni kra no ma ba mu abu ti no man koto aba ti NDC for the me catch them they are on borrowed time say NPP ye tie ho ase ye dodo ye ho ni ye tie ase hu say e aba na ye koto de dodo no pe no ho na Nyankopon nhira wo mesre nya me say asema me ken e beka ye party for na koma so manya omsomfo wasua de wo mpanimfo no na ase me asom president Kufuor mfiensia as his press secretary.
Yeah.
Press secretary to say o tu na utiem. Enti wusua de ni suban na ho brase na nidie ni nkaye ti mi obi a mekaya de do akase mabe general secretary. Yeah, compete me pen ya to abama me as general secretary of the party. Ti minim party no. Party funds omo nim me. Omo ba o me hoso minim omo dinti omo mre. Ena minim omo bre. Ena se ope party for ayaka won ahye. Di bien ho ya se wadi position where party mu. Na unti wakonya so. Afede ye kwa ye mfrɛ. Nti nipa ne bebre wo ha. Obi wo ha odini sika na ho boa ni nyansa na boa no a polling station chairman 92 awiase ehu no nye nne data ne pe nipa chew no aye chairman di obi a bibi wa ayim kakra obetumi boaboa enipa no ene nipa na nyini enti ye kokyira adwuna ese wonka ho enti na nansen me ye proposal kese e de come party no say yenye constitutional reforms me de enka na madwin mu pa menua ne say obi a why officer of the party that day wasum party at the polling station that day ese man ho akonya no so to aba ne bi the proposal me de buy no for all former executives at the polling station level, electoral area coordinators, constituency level, regional level, national level. Yeah, moms have voting rights na kwenya no nom so nchira o madwen because at the end a man nipa feel a sense of belonging. O feel say oka ho. At the end so wasom da. Because we who some penifo ni de bia me de former minister Kofodua MP ya bema yen mfatom. Odi minister of interior, odi minister of works and housing, odi eastern regional minister. Why multiple term Kofodua MP. Inti ene onya MP ninti ye ya de MP ni e chawaja. Inti ni papa mu a. Enye ni papa mu a. Saa na betimaka SK Buafu no Ashanti regional ha say. O subi MP susu. Di minister bebre. Ti ene ye kan sama ndiki yanka bi ba. Ye saa advocacy ne ade a me kan radio so nsa me tro letter de di akire. E kodu National Council e binum say ehu say die yo. Ade a na me feel say ebeboayen because party ade didn't tokwa any papa mu ba ne say obu say party ni papa why polling station adwuma hoso na e din pa ne namfiem border road kensemas type poster ubehu yes MPP aba na on support nti no wakoye ayi anadwo no makoto aba na yayi na frim
voter register for
oh asemi am na crime register no e kodu ba bi na constituency bi cry no mo register me no ti me ka say e be si sa de nyina no wo mo a aye polling station down there ye mo kwan no mo to aba ne bi because me am chrome secretary me be regional secretary na trouble wo ho papa Menchia North Mampong Kumewu Ejuso Dwaben the bia na eja dem kwada so because omo ta asesa MPs the MP bia ba no person oyi ni nkro
omo support no efrim
ntuko Ejuso a na nipa PTF a minimumpo ene emo nkonko ye me hwe nti wo MPP ni nso so onkoto aba senka omutie de meka adwempa na wo akire ene omuso mu se yema omu nyina nto aba na kaba na ebenya be 1.22 1.5 billion electoral college ene so be mesika sema ba fom because wo mu a edwa enum se ewoska minyini so benye ska akotu amani pa right wa ma na ne se 1000 ense sana brabo na wetim de asesa na dwen
that's right
so them sure but ebinum chinchina omanye pene get polling station for no more doors so mo ye adwuma den pa no yes omo de ye mo former ones nto only the current na current no ye di mienu beka ho na 7 instead of 5 mienu kra ye mfa kan ho sesi a omo se da bi ye ntwen ne nto presidential nasa enti why the say I expansion so kwajo cause no gina kwantia
right
so enti ene mani bi wo ha ye na ye ha ye ho say ye dream party ni ye die ne kwan party ni nkabo mbeba ti se wo pe obi obetimi aka party na boma ene Kwabena Agyapong because me ne edubo ahina ye adwuma me ne mampani Kufu aye adwuma in fact 1998 na me di Akufo-Addo campaign him. They call round that time 230 constituencies. Anka, challenge Mr. Akufo. He could do Zunya no dey for. And so Mr. Akufo, the good quintessential Democrat that he is. One kase man di nechintino. Debi. Campaign no mukra no ma je ko beche bilim ti frame say me who say me kasa ye yes enti meboa na me handle communications no the adverse TV so those is any title director of communications but I was de facto.
Yeah.
So yeah beto aba no so me no nya agide o me obi asebio na me nka
campaign tia no.
That's right. Na me campaign tia no. Na me campaign ma Akufo-Addo.
Anyway, me can't wait because of what is happening recently.
That's
because
right.
And they cost wa ye hunu no. I say mo ye ko ba ko de nanso mo kutia mo ho emma opposition nya ammunitions fight tia mo say oba as a presidential candidate for and I say Flagbearer for the NPP. How will you reconcile all these things to put the party together as one?
Enu ti true say me de me kanye ma no na me de me kan de ma ye na me se munyina so na monhwe me free say me so no ena Dr. Kwabena Agyapong oni twa kwan no mae.
Okay.
Ye young executives na me bodi nyina ne yeta dodo no ata Kwabena Agyapong. And so olusu ye no oso yensa de ko Professor Dubu ahefie command trinkwa de enkola no hye nensa ene be ma me ne prof be closer me so me tena TV so born who deru
sa
nti man support no
it's missing in the party now.
Nti na me pese me de me candidate no revive sa sunsun no
Right.
No mu se we de nye na no keke no de kan waye bi da
Okay.
me support Safuedu enso main me tie Professor Dubu ahiechi
Okay.
sa so na me support Nanado enso Kufuor wini ye no me jire me ho in fact onya gidie wo me mu sa sma me se me nkotra electoral commission na me hwe na baso I was in the strong room for candidate Kufuor
even
in
though
2000.
not only in the camp
And na make sure no cause adie we nyina mamu hu say sa na politics here no.
Right.
It's the larger picture osono no ne here to me na 28 December before phone friend say Mr. Kufuor you are elected as the president of the Republic of Ghana but it's a whole nifi whole budget that privilege that I had has stayed with me till today.
All right.
So I call me the kite said this is here me here ko ni dida me tea wo nifi airport.
Right.
So enti me dear me feel say 2007 me gina bi na me akola candidate Akufo-Addo me susu no osoma me say me nko electoral commission say mo kai ibi friend African elections video bi na rojo ni metal ne fifi kwete ne kobi champon mo nyina atria no agumi so say me pese me wi abam say mo kai say in 2008
yeah
me susu na candidate Akufo-Addo kameka say me no nyina pray but onya gidie ewo mu say Kwabena de o kase obeya de o de no credit beye me na kudine nansen de no 2023 say me gina bi na me kan nipa du no me nsan ka no me ni first person am ba out kase da bi me hu se party na take decision Dr. Baumia na omse yem fadam ko enti ye nyina yen sorry sata na bi buafu e bi kura fa hu jaye na bi atiatena I was the first person me kase da bi meta wachi me am corn ho me ne no nante Ghana ha nyina to da bi kwa na se me free ni pani bi se me srem mo meka mo meboa because ono na party no eyino sa na ese no so we a genuine party ni if you are a true patriot wo di kabima minka bidia sa na ese no na obetima ye ne sa ni nyina gina se kasa any the way we campaign o man nya fin tantantan because we can say mo emfata fa nipa ho a wo kɔ no ho a edding intimidate man ka boni amfa ne ho da na emum to be a mo media for ya na mutimi dane ne ma kakra
sa mum
tai
because o pani ba ko na te na o wa ya djuma ya che
enti bi o ha o correct historical ibi bi ene nipa bi akasem bi a enye nokre na wo si da bi nye se na tie na me wo ho se ni se na tie se wa attack no pa then they be no portion be near share and some money. So who them sure. Enti media me no. Masai former general secretary no. I feel it's my duty and as a custodian of the rules and regulations of our party. Say me bo party no buy.
All right.
Including the accurate history, the record of history. Mean distort my dear mean kasa my da.
All right.
So with them sure. Sasuna obinya idea mean na ho kasa wa na mehwe. Me correct. Nti me hear one or two corrections. Say so attack Dr. Baumia and no attack Kennedy Agyapong. Yes, anete.
All right.
So with them sure.
Right.
It wasn't an attack and no cry. Na me kakeke.
Right. Now looking at the candidates almost a file 5 of them now. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Kennedy Agyapong Dr. Duchum also another person Brian Agyapong people see Baumia and Kennedy say omo front runners and I say omo enebitimi winiawa. What makes you think you stand a chance?
First and foremost, last contest no. We the first now we the second.
Yeah.
And they only normal.
Right.
So of them sure. Sanity. And Dr. Baumia has been a running mate for 2 terms and a vice president for 2 terms. Nti the visibility be any no. Some of them sure because he's been in the news. Nipa Obomudi, Omunina the ministers for 8 years.
Yeah.
And as a chairman of a big state entity for 8 years. Media me kind of cry. Me a general secretary. Very short time, 2 years. A juma pa me ye to ho obi ehunye. I was the general secretary. Me ka se party de no any constituency ye mamunye din wo form. Ti se bema party na ye din wo form a ese isikasem ne bibia de koboa wo mo no. Ye ma emuda ho pepepepepepe. Because ade ba kwa mission o Mr. Kofon Chen time he di na chi no sua de wo na na say hey or the sika smart politics of Kwabena politics sika yeah fako direct because who the fan crofo so will be a friend handling charges yeah na ateso kakra na ateso wa hwe by time be do polling station no na ya
akaketo bi
enti me be general secretary m ka se da bi ene kra de abefo ne ma aba enti yen ma party enmi account na account no nyini pa ba ko chairman nimhubi secretary nimhubi treasurer on the whiskaso on so nimhubi then for baba account women organizer nipa nice ana me ye no me be accounts for Ghana Commercial Bank ho be intimating kan no answer mama direction say treasurer yem fiska nko say nko constituency na eko atego no be asan kanete and they know it me times so na me ye what I call polling station register me print 40,000 and fanko all polling stations. Na polling station for the Emrano Kanwe Constitution Article 3 no. Woman fanya juma. Because polling station woman danger. Ya koyese polling station no ma better than electoral system. Nti woman from who delegates. There's no position in the party constitution called delegates.
Okay.
A polling station executive. Mo juma no say mo na mo ye juma bo party no ban bo ho the role polling station. Name because of mo juma eso aninti no. See e beto aba yi kandini mo na e be ma mo ato. But your primary responsibility say mo ye polling station executive. Na eno na yira ena sikase ma ba politics mu nti wo ko to aba obeba o the TV. Okoba bio a or the fridge. We come here near the sewing machine. I come and hear it. Sounds a Ghana so yet a few communal houses.
Yeah,
me NPP ni, but me nye polling station executive. Na me no net. Na Kwabena TV aba.
Edu general election we catch them.
Me just say me yire kwa na be ka say eh hwe unua no me yire nkwam nam na ehuru puru musa because yama envelope. Sadie no higher politics.
Yeah.
The over monetization of the political process has to be truncated. We have to find a way. I say it to me.
How will you do? Because it has come to stay with us now. As I say, no.
May I accept it? Say
delegates, no. They are expected. And as I say,
Entisa.
Because say,
must start it. Make a roundy. Must start it. Of course, bibi kakrebi. Say bi obi. And then one question be o say o ba ho. One kwadwuma anase o ye na dwuma bia afaka ono afaka no aba na peka iska
e de manual
eno nsehwe
okay
ɛno nsɛ hwee so na sɛ kɔyɛ sɛ sikapuduo ne yɛbɔ sikatuo deɛ na kyɛ sɛ yɛsɛ politics because it will get to a point people ombɛgye atom from constituency level.
Okay.
Former ministers, former DCs, former MPs. Enti enra constituencies amekoye. Former ifo nina omo appreciate say Kwabena. And then the first time omo kra meeting say omo baby. Obi o no IDC da.
What baby?
Obi o no regional secretary kra da. Ye refi no. Mama mahu say me be di be candidate mekai wo mo because omo ne me na abre. Ena say ye ka obi a ye twa naja e wo party mu a ene me ne omo headmaster me na for the last 10 years 2015 ye yi missing chain ken semo enye no kregu me so try say e be say me nanso nyankopon say oyi say ne ba no no ohira wa wo ye hwe a enye ye
all right
intermediate minim say party for no dodo no kai juma maye me share presidential primaries 2014 Kufuor 93%. De bia ma ho. Yeah, parliamentary. One day it me 251. Na bin see that. One day me share na pepe. Me call police for IGP odo ni opposition. No mo kasai call electoral commission. One mo ye baloman mam pese party crowd on sabebem.
We ya wade oni
me jama on me tua o mo ka se mo koye sana ukọ wa ukọ party polling bia nyese ukọ atchema ukọ so ukọ to aba na wanko hunu obi muntuma we it was a very clean year by the time me free makonwa so na ka be for constituencies I enter chi nti ye konya 169 ejuma pa ene pepeye ene nhihye pa ne nokre ene man basa.
How do you resonate with the delegates, especially the grassroots?
They say omunime maybe amekobia ya ko rounding na bia na Dr. Bawumia ka na ko round baby obedu obi anim I'm sure party from a do in time they made me anante out even template am dey ko round no say me free ya pekosogu am kodru da boya da mongo na matwem ko bole na basola na bedawa na me ko wechew na me ko funsi na mafroko na doli am dia ko Laura nandom ma ko pie golu no just say me call ko pie chuchuliga just me rura upper east no na me call Sandema Fumbisi sa time na bridge no crime say minim say your time na me say Akufuor do aye say wo ko Yagaba e northern region but want to free northern region ko chance o be fa upper east ntin from overseas nti e be wo mu akoduru Yagaba nsan ne asan ba beda na Vrongo free na Vrongo na akobo kuzo na chese o kofa Togo border so
ko nyina no
garu timpane ni na ya nanti hoda
omo jwatum
be omo kai me omo frame me personal.
The issue is that your Kyle is different from
Yinibu. And no, they don't worry.
You better amount. No, based on what you've done and based on what they expect.
About 2 days. Me nyira ha enka se unim die besida. Nti me emotionally strong. Se me prepare for battle. You prepare for the two outcomes. Okay. Ebetima abase nyakopo be shirawo. Ombeto amount. Ebetima abase emanisa. Okay. But enyese omano effective. Let's say we are strong. Okay. Intermediate the hear me say mesre nyankopon be ma me ahoden ani sika kakra say na me be yes me top petrol gukam me o maboafo e kam ho ese da hotel ese didi ese pe transport kakra e di ma wo mo e be hyian eno nya sika pudo to say de bi no keka no ebi wo kakra be nya sika pudo to nya aboafo kakra utimi ye nti na me timi a se bi nka meka se me 10 years nsi etwa me jai enso me be nyankopon asa me gina se Kwabena because bi kra o de me sie because en nipa na me no mo compete ni na no mo ka 8 years no 8 years is near my course no ye party for the ebufo se ye nkoto aba enti se ye de me a me nka ho no kwa I'm more likely say Ghana for begimadi
someone no more
because no it reminds them of the pain of the last 8 years. Okay. To me they are likely to give me the benefit of the doubt. Omusu ni me suban se me some president Kufuor no ma metoto aban asase ma me sisi adan because media me kokoro se me koye adwuma public service is what it means to me, service to the public. Enti omube wojidie ewo mumu ena party no womo kasa mde bufo tena chi na omfu se ohia bibi ya amoa no ye ne na nkese ye ne ni ye no omunum se womo headmaster pa ne me pa na me fan se panimu a be rise to become general secretary we the press secretary to the president na ya kana from bensuman kasa in fact 2016 me ofie nyina no me san ko hu me na fofo aboafo breme bibi kakra me san be boa party no
and then no motivation because some of you are almost free move because man could the way expected it. But what was your motivation?
And motivation is in dear mission free peninfo no right me betum penifo to say TD Broadbents be out in Nigeria oh free Cape Coast ni fie ni meeting ni Onitsha house hona NPP office wo ni private house or di my party no wo mo kra no wo mo anya party no ho hwe me betu obi se ko mampetu da bia ye meeting party e koteza no aduru akokra ono kra de ofrimu ansana party no eba power kufuo be president o 2000 me hwe nipa ni bi ti se AK deku ni e kono ho wo keta ko ye meeting ho ni fie papa penu Mati Dinda no one of the police commissioners on ye coup in 1966 na me hwe mpanimfo a abre party mu wa Asante ha sei takraji manom
party na chi
na ye de me fan say ye de me fan say keto bi o enti me no de wo mu suni e ban obi se darocha o wu nyina me timi ko tran nchen or Taifa, you will be a friend in Sunday school. Na Gladys Asma ba, Elizabeth Ohene, no baby, Professor Okwe, no Time, no baby. The point, sorry, near Kushia, no Achiko Koama, Timmy Monkey to an home debut, Papa Namso, Papa is new. So, who couldn't if you are very simple and modest?
Yeah.
A big legendary lawyer.
All right.
A boozy at time cran. Na Oka party no. And so. Wan ka se opre nema nti wo musa na misua bibi efi wo musa so na mpese me de eja nchirima no no wo munya sika ne ye se ne adwa ne pagya meti ne ade no ehu ni mfaso
anyway
eno na ha oman Ghana na ha both NPP ne NDC because this NDC administration by na mka so mbehwe mistakes aye o mo de say west cry
omo de anya kra
me chese me usia o ministers ne ba obeka so mo ya hemfo cars ni nipa edi won achi no adwuma no mbe ya na so mbe di ade enipa timi yesi ye kwa adwuma first day at work na moto any cars di na chi na etwa picture in the social media. We are not a serious people,
right?
Governing the lives of 35 million Ghanaians is a serious matter.
What do you see with Ghana that you want to change?
What I want to change is the hero worshipping of individuals, the sycophancy. Agrippian, they say sycophancy, a better business. Obane ejijo, nana show boy, say near wow. And yet, a man nipeti eye kesi. The ejuma die so say, and we lose focus of the prime responsibility as politicians. Na nipa ne fro se converting cry. Hwe nipa ya na tiechiri ahemfo hwan aden abruchire hu se ye hearing na hu bi da bibi a wona opie ne o ye no ba 1 or 2 bi, that's all. But Ghana ye ma obia create impression say minister na ye dey ma no aka say adidie bi wo ho na mebeboa no akodi. Nti we are what we call enablers. Ye aboafo a ye bo nipa me ye ne mabone eno na ha politics o Ghana, right? And I assign the politics now BM. We have over politicized the public services. Kufo anyesa. President Kufo be president. Papa no jiranechi. A friend of commendation. Say muka no she white free navy. No all rolling sechi. Kufo answer immediately. I mean one more rotation. Navy for back presidency okaka air force aba na infantry aba. Omani wie ni rotation the same way Hebeto Namfuri the famous IGP, no a BNI director, and who Ghana. Watch it in Pennyfua to mu. Hackman Neko for Mikai said 1998 as a saying, tape me by a friend Albert Baffa tape. No, na statesman. Who's a statesman? So now Akufa do there. Now Rollins Buff who said then na BNI be fire. That no, I'm confined free fee. Near Koya, the Eco BNI, greater crack near the Akop. CID headquarters. We are 3 grand man and so grand minimum 2 America. Call 37. Koto Nana so Fanta. And I'm Koto Fanta ne pie, a breno. If you hold minutes to 12 midnight. And so you be president, no, for be president, na you go meeting State House. That time now you repair castle. Tini you State House. To me, na do jira from home. That time no attorney general. And I'm who's I'm through never and I'm praying. Say I'm through never. On so ba meeting if on the stagecraft they win to me no. I'm free do one says hey. Now for it, IGP. The coin has flipped. It says I did not done it. And now this a co-meeting. But this to tell you, say even all man and word you and my crown. Once son. Me say me call castle. Girl I know serving me tea. Is it no former chief of staff? Also na serve no go for friend be poison. Ay, nam se dey asem credit. Mo ma nipa ya ma hihye no. Nam frɛ no ba dem na me ne te nam se ura. Me de me ura nyina ahye. Me nu nkwa na onyame wa. Nti hwɛ me ye, me wu awo. Osre ya be na mfo pa. So, enso obi o ye na adwuma o state a protocol. And or several Trebia no castle, Trebia no Saturday or Australia house, and other houses.
These are the things you want to change.
We need to build institutions. Ezeka by now, Obi or call retirement as a chef. Our presidency, Obi Makas, Professor Mills, no pay your Kagari pa. And as I could afford their body, and I wait their way. No, to me, the actual book.
Yeah.
Pagana. Ideas society, PCS, sweep Bibia. And Tina, the President Mahama Yen and saying, Emi Wangwa. Because, ono de minimum, reasonably. Because me a press secretary, no only minority spokesman on communications. Near Taisia, and budget bar or no Tiana Memetia, Parliament, Bibiba, your friend saying good evening Ghana. Because I was press secretary to the president and he was minority spokesman on communication. And of course, Mr. Minimum from Legon, Mim go Legon Kakra. None enough for ne Samoa brothers, no history.
Okay.
Ewo Legon. And Minimum from a long way. Gunte Minim say we be anka. Na sem jukaka na saying why nema mi nu
never nema mi nu ya
Chief Justice DA.
Okay.
I found completely unnecessary.
Okay. Obeka say he followed due process. He followed constitution.
First and foremost, the judiciary is one of the 3 legs of our democracy.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be within the right of any one of them to take control of the other.
To interfere with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
you see, president every 4 years, you talk about it misses sound. Parliament every 4 years, you talk about it misses sound. Judiciary pay. And you
yeah.
The who started touching now far from that time. Akufo be president. Mahama one now can say Akufo do air packet court. But in defense of President Akufo, ono there say vacancy bar no are failing. And no and also na me no nyadwen me kan no publicly. Say Supreme Court no one more doors no do. For a country like Ghana, in my view, say Nemos Mami number president. Me feel that between 9 and 11 should be the cap.
9-11.
Yes, I think 9, but I'm prepared to be 11.
More advocates said there are a lot of cases.
Many cases in an Supreme Court. That's number 1. Most of civil cases should truncate at the appeals court. Some of them sure. But anyway, me view no. Say we should put a cap on the Supreme Court. Now, even if constitutionally there's no cap, so we are president now believing in cap. Say almost 17. It be free man. Don't replace it. Now they bringing it down. Kakra. But of course the Akufo-Addo was always replacing.
Yeah.
So now but another that's his prerogative. Now what the buy nipa ne be 17 or 16 gap my was to 7 at the same time with the one fell swoop 7 justices to the Supreme Court. Let's say what is the thinking behind it? Because if you say be Akufo did enough for and I say a pro sympathetic to this side into also do all personal balancing. In fata which ne be obi ba wan hwe no so be follow the same thing. Make them feel say man no yes and this cycle of retribution no, it has to stop.
All right.
Because yes Akufo-Addo Charlotte or say and say so many na anya adwene da. Of course there were a few infractions here and there, in my view not serious enough to warrant the removal of the head of the Electoral Commission, because a very, in my view, sacred organization. They are supposed to be neutral. Who don't say campaign say? Enti enu say me na anya adwene. Me chere ma adwene so ho dem chere no. Enti I think say Sadia na why dey Supreme Court Chief Justice, especially me busaw. E dey na Chief Justice ne
I say misbehavior.
Enu any dey. I want to make. Enti it is not grave enough to warrant the removal of one leg of our democracy. It has damaged the credibility of this country and his own goodwill.
All right.
What about with strong goodwill? I don't know how to say we cross the end to Abama will be. Enti menena kenema edin pa decisions edin na committee.
Right.
To straighten Ghanaians, imposing law and order.
For example, what?
Nema bebre we don't respect regulations. Planning schemes are not respected. Baby aye basa. Those are the things. Those soft issues na there can make us onye because we cry into so baby. Do the right thing. So to restore the environment, the greenness of the environment. Oh, I had to US baby will trade you more to fine. So on them children. And wrong.
All right.
The life is an ecosystem. Intermediate. I want to be a firm president because I'm technical. I'm an engineer. I'm very, very interested in green issues, environment issues, into the issue of town planning and sticking to planning permission. Idea, Nyame Adum number president, and they made so much say. Look at what has happened to KGT. The whole of Central Kumasi, space back Ukraine, Edria back Grassroots. How the Garden City, Tinaho. Meanwhile, there are regulations in our building that show say it will be a pre-development regime, any post-development regime, because say baby honor a grass now be sit there now bosswa say no ensure ta engra for mo ni nyina a friend 100% runoff intina flooding adoso
your time na so I was like upon 9:30 cry. Oh sir, what final what will you say?
Oh dear mesre me party for this is saying delegates are omutie me say 4 years a day nim there hard labor a day betwa nemum one more opportunity so be decide say e dey obi a dey no ko kire Ghana for a beto no if you say ya oni ade from the last 8 years me na me nka. So they are likely to give me a pass and the benefit of the doubt that anybody who was a major component of that.
So you are an NPP member,
but
your party was in power.
And there's a difference between that and being an active.
All right.
So them and me can say to me no more.
Yeah.
Idea a coin be how bit my fire ding. But with me, that's right. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy election, whichever of us is elected. But with me, they are likely to get the benefit of the doubt. Ghana phone me that doesn't mean many a ding. Me you. And I'm prepared to take the difficult decision. That has always been my life, and they have suffered a lot because of that. Because I'm principled. Into too many omo pobiso onim omo bre na obiso e dey adwuma ma na oye. I'm a deliverer. I'm an achiever. Because as press secretary, most people believe in this fourth republic, perhaps I was the most efficient press secretary. My president, my whole order of Volta. So Now say I'm a core institution of engineering, so who say engineers now because say Kwabena, you came and left a mark. Wherever I've been, I've left a mark. Right. In broadcasting now, okay. Modern broadcasting, panel discussions about football, and those were my innovations that I introduced. Even the sponsorship, they been see that. I'm a cover a diva, some sponsor sports highlight, and on that, and no, the first. In 1990, a broadcasting World Cup at Ghana for her. It was all my idea. Because who JK companies, no, or had the lenters. A syndicate, it me 2 years, Kanuma Utna, and some broadcasting for GBC in your feeds. No,
a broadcasting.
That's right. So those were some of the ideas. Meno, yes, I met this name, Jabiano.
Methodically.
Sanity. Be a professors, be what Legon, be what you might. They be in call. I picked them, trained them, helped them to be who they are. But Nedi Hian said the Biana, no, my essay, Yankupon him the eye, Yankupon sunim Yakumem. Ubia sunim semi wakumapa. The party, the course unina, Medina, Tonchain, Missy Party Nameson. He hears some for where we are now. He'll be so back kind of party na boom. Party for name himself more platforms as well. And near my echo so enye. Here will be a bit me will be a ejuma. City Amenia Kufuado, Kufu, Chremating, Baumia, a Dubois ejuma. I'm the one who can really weld the party together. Kwabena Agyapong is the one to heal the NPP to victory in 2028.
Thank you very much, Engineer Kwabena Agyapong. I wish you have some more time. Nanka ya talk about time on pending. You pass through some other time.
Oh, definitely.